Hey, I'm Colleen, DIYer behind lemon-thistle.com, and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to tour you through my home. This is a full home tour, so I'm sharing not just the spaces that I like to photograph like this, but I'm also sharing the spaces that I don't often put on Instagram or on my blog that are super lived in, like kids' bedrooms, or like the areas that we are not finished, that we are planning to renovate, or are in progress of being renovated. I'm sharing this video with my friend Lindy from Love Create Celebrate. She is sharing a full home tour of their home and their renovation as well. I will link that video below so you can check it out after. Before we get into it, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would still love if you did that below so you don't miss out on any more DIY or home decor videos. All right, so starting from the exterior, this has seen quite a transformation since we purchased the house 2 years ago. We stripped off all of the wood siding and found termites, so we are working on replacing it with cement board. We are almost done. Our landscape has also seen a total transformation. We had it done last year, but then I went and ordered so many flower seeds, so I'm working on making the gardens bigger. On the other side of the house, we're working on putting down rock instead of the mulch that was there, and a new railing since the old one has rotted out. We built stairs down to the backyard, and back here we also have a little bit of trim to finish the siding off, but all of the board is up. So this spring we should be able to finish that off and have the exterior completely finished. In the backyard, it's seen quite a transformation since we bought the house as well. These French doors to my office are new, and we are working on putting cedar underneath the overhang from the bay windows and the deck. Again, we're really hoping these things will be done early spring so that we can enjoy the summer out here without as many projects as we took on last year, one of which being rebuilding both of these decks and building a playhouse for our kids. So we built this last August, and it's made such a great use of the space out here. I have YouTube videos of the playhouse build and of both of the deck reveals that we have done. I also have a video about the exterior entryway, talking about the siding and some other things like that. Next, we'll head to the inside. All right, so the entryway is open to the main living area of the home. It's open to the living room, to the stairs, to the basement, to the dining room, and also to the kitchen. So this entryway has seen a makeover as well. That's about 2 years ago now. I will link the reveal video for that for you below as well. But I am just amazed at how much the changes opened up this space and made it seem so much bigger. Inside this main floor living space, we have redone the floors twice actually, thanks to a flood last year. We have painted all the walls, moved some walls, replaced all the light fixtures, doors, trim, windows. It's all completely refreshed. This dining room saw an update last spring. We finally finished it from the white empty box that it was to something cozy and modern, and I really love the way that this plays with our kitchen. The kitchen was the first renovation that we did when we moved in. We actually flipped the dining room and the kitchen from where they were when we moved in and took out the wall dividing the two. This made it so much more open. We love how spacious it feels, and I am just so happy with how that renovation came together. I will link that one for you down below as well. There is a full before and after video on that one, and there's also a renovation progress kind of vlog on that one as well. So the kitchen is open to the living room on this side of the kitchen as well. And so I really love this for entertaining since it's open and you can kind of chat back and forth while you're preparing food until you have guests in the living room. But because the fireplace and this large pantry wall divide the spaces, the sound doesn't get as loud and echoey as if it were a full open concept space. All right, so let's move over to the living room side of things. This is my living room. This is one of the rooms that is totally, well, not totally done. This is one of the rooms that is like renovated. We did the fireplace makeover. We've replaced the door out here. This is the one window that was replaced in the house before we moved in. One of two, I should say. Or three? Yeah, three. Okay, so the couple things that we will want to do in here are replace these chairs and possibly the carpet down the road. This carpet is just difficult to vacuum out with all the paper scraps that our kids inevitably get in there doing all their crafts at the living room table. The other thing that I would eventually love to change up a little bit is the mantle. Now we did just redo this fireplace last winter, January 2020, I believe. But the wood on the mantle pulled a little bit red with the stain. And since it is open to all the other wood tones in the living room, dining room, kitchen, it's the only one that has that much red tones in it. So I'm going to see if I can try to tone it down. But that's a job for another day. We really love this living room. Into the hallway, we actually did a little mini makeover here. I shared that on TikTok, but haven't shared it anyone else. We replaced the light fixture and added a family gallery wall in the hallway here. I really love having family photos on the wall, and eventually I'd love to fill this like baseboard to ceiling when our kids are maybe a little bit older and won't knock them off the walls. At the end of the hallway, we have our main bathroom. This is the only bathtub in the house, so it gets a ton of use. And so while it looks really beautiful, we do have all the kids' stuff tucked away in there. But this is one that we redid last year. After our flood, the flood actually came from our toddler plugging the bathroom sink because it didn't have an overflow. So that before and after is on YouTube as well. I will link the video for you below. Okay, next up is our master bedroom. This is one of the rooms that hasn't seen a full before and after. Okay, so the master bedroom is a work in progress still. I am loving the way that it's coming together, but it's probably the slowest room makeover in our whole house. So we did the molding wall probably 2 years ago now. It took us about a year to do the window trim. Still haven't put up the curtain rod that we ordered a year ago, but we're slowly getting there. So I'm hoping that this is one of the reveals that we'll be able to pull off in the next few months. Over here in the bay window, I want to make a little sitting area. You can see there's a lamp there. There's actually two because one got broken during the flood restoration and we haven't gotten rid of that. And then I'm wanting to add some decor onto the walls. I've kind of just thrown up what I have available for now, but I have some dreams and some plans for this space. So hopefully it'll see a YouTube before and after in the next few months here. Into our ensuite. This is one of the rooms in our house that hasn't been touched by us. It is quite small. You can see the toilet's cut into the walls. Those open shelves above the toilet fell off the first month that we lived here in the middle of the night. And the floor is a very nice 80s green tile. And you can see that the vanity is even notched into the wall. It's a very small space. We are definitely looking forward to making over that space in the next few years. I also wanted to show you our closet. It is renovated. I did a full video about that. And one of the comments that I get in there is that there's no way you keep it that clean. And you're right. We definitely use it. But I wanted to show you that the organization system is bomb. It is so much easier to keep tidy than what we had before. All right, next up is our boys' bedroom and my daughter's bedroom as well. And these rooms were beautiful when we did them, but our kids live in them and they like to decorate and we like to let them. It's not Instagram aesthetic right now, but it's real, and they tidied and even made their beds. So let me share them. All right, so this room also saw a total transformation of before and after since we moved in. And while it looks totally lived in right now, all of the features that we built into this room during the renovation work so hard for us. From the painted bunk bed that has held up super well to our kids, to the built-in desk that they use every single day. This room actually lost one of the beds. Our youngest son moved out of this bedroom into my daughter's bedroom. You can see what it looked like here with the third bed in there. Eventually he'll move back in, but for now my daughter just wanted to have her brother in her room with her. She is actually a twin, so this house was her first time having a room to herself, and while she loved it for the first month, she changed her mind and she likes sharing. So this room is definitely a little bit more cramped than it was when we revealed it, but it's definitely better than the before we renovated it all together. So we didn't make any major changes when we moved her brother into the bedroom. We just shifted things around so we can shift it all back when she decides she wants this room to herself again. Okay, so this is our playroom, and I'm hoping that it's going to see a mini makeover later this month. So check back for that. But right now we've just kind of put everything that we have collected in here for storage and, you know, kids' furniture from the last house, and it hasn't gotten much like design thought. When it flooded last year, again, the carpet was replaced, walls were, like a lot of the drywall over here was replaced. and it was given a fresh coat of paint. It used to be dark and green with brown carpet, so we definitely like this. This is a beautiful blank canvas. Like I said, I do have some plans for it, so I'm excited to tackle that in the next month or so here. This is one big room. It's kind of grouped into two separate spaces, the TV area over here, which eventually we would like to build built-in shelving like we did in our last basement for the TV. And it has a fireplace over there. It's completely unfinished. That's just cinder block, but it does have a gas line to it. So eventually we'd like to finish that off and make a beautiful fireplace area for the basement as well. One of the other little nooks that we're looking at finishing is under the stairs here. We're going to make that into a cute little kids area. We'll also do that this spring. Behind that other door is just the furnace room there. If we head over this way, besides the fireplace, we put a door in to get to our old storage room, which is now my office. All right, so this is my office space. This is the studio side of the space. It's like a rolling craft table. I have a full before and after of the space. It was like a storage junk room before, and now it's totally functional. It's not quite as beautiful as the reveal because I'm using it. I've got all my lettering stacks of paper and all my dollar store DIY supplies, and I've got my lights, and I have all of my supplies in here, but I love it. This space has been like just so good for me to be able to keep my half-finished projects without my kids touching them, and I've had this for over a year now, and I just love having my own space to work where I can close the door and get interrupted less. Not uninterrupted, but definitely less than when I'm in the main part of the house with my laptop like I used to be at all times. So one of my favorite things about this office is that we put in these big French doors to the backyard, and I love this for the natural light that it brings in, both in the winter and in the summer. But I also love that I can leave these doors wide open in the summer while the kids are playing back there, and I can sit at my craft desk here and watch them play while I'm able to get some work done. Over into the other side here, this is the area that I work, and you can see that I really only use the far part of the desk. This closer part, I've got 2 chairs there, and my kids will often come down and sit and work beside me. I can also have friends over to work with me this way, and there's the rest of my supplies in this vintage dresser I refinished. This is our laundry room. So this room has changed a little bit since our full home tour last year. When we had the flood again, we decided to move some walls, and this is really why. So right here used to be the hallway to get to the laundry room, a little storage closet that was just right here, and the bedroom over there. But that closet was really wasted space, so we moved the door into this wall here facing the playroom, and then took over that hallway and that little storage closet at the end of the hall for laundry room. And we figure we'll recoup that storage in the laundry room here with cabinets when we do a renovation to this room. So right now it is just still unfinished. It was unfinished before the flood. It's unfinished now. So for now we just have pipes hanging to hang our laundry. We still got some of the fake rock paneling. We have open ceilings, open walls, concrete walls. I mean, this room it's a blank canvas. We're hoping to make over this room in the next year or so. I have big plans for this laundry room. I am so excited to make it over, but I know that this is one of those renovations that is just going to have to wait a little while. We have a lot going on that we want to wrap up already, and this is a big project. I'd like to do wall-to-wall cabinets on that concrete wall, and then do countertops and a sink where the washer and dryer are, and maybe even countertops and lower cabinets underneath the electrical panels. So it is a big job, but I cannot wait until it's done. Over here, I have plant babies growing. I have hundreds more seeds to start this weekend, and those will go in the landscaped gardens that I'm making bigger, and I just can't wait. Okay, over into our spare bedroom in the basement. We've kind of turned this into an exercise room. I had to take some of the smaller exercise storage off the wall to fit the treadmill in here, but it's really nice to be able to have a place to exercise this past year. as we've been stuck at home and especially over the winter. The biggest change in this room has been through this door that used to be a curtain. This is our basement bathroom that we finished up in just 1 week. My dad and I did it, and I have a YouTube video all about that if you like. We did have some water damage through the ceiling from our ensuite, the one unrenovated bathroom in this house. So when we finish the drywall in the bathroom, we'll also patch the drywall on the ceiling here. But we have loved having a bathroom in our basement, and even better that it was done on a budget in just a week. So that is the last space in our home to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more DIY or home decor videos. And as always, make sure to hit that bell so you can be notified about new videos. I'm sharing this video with my friend Lindy from Love Create Celebrate. She is sharing a full home tour of their home and their renovation as well. I will link that video below so you can check it out after.